This is hopefully the first time in 3 weeks that we're all going to be together for a video. So what up, guys? Even though we've done this every week. But,
doesn't feel like it.
Before we get into football, though, I want to ask for a hot take out of the two of you. What do you think is going to be the best track on NF's EP coming out? And Slower, your picture is going to be NF today.
Okay, fair. Would I just be biased just to say, give me a reason, considering I've already technically heard it, and it's actually probably his best top 5 song?
I think Fear is like the obvious answer, but
I feel like Washed Up might be.
I really kind of hope that the MGK song is like more of a bar heavy song than like a sad one. But
I feel like Washed Up might be.
Washed Up might be a good song.
I feel like that is.
Washed Up might be like Suffice. All right.
None of us say that.
Had to ask it because NF is coming soon. Thank God. We're all fans. But let's get into some football. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nick's Picks. We are in week 10 of the regular season. We're in double digits now, and we are joined finally once again by Ben and Slower, at least for the recap portion. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Another day, another Falcons kicker.
We're all
getting
losers.
cut.
We're all losers this week. We're all very depressed, actually. So that's why I kind of started it with the NF. I wanted to start with a little bit of
starting out high.
happiness. And yes, I just ended that last recording and started a new one just to make sure this video happens. All right, it's happening.
I'm paranoid.
All right. But yes, week 9 of the NFL season was an interesting one to say the least.
I'll just say, at least like you and I both knew our teams were gonna lose. We'll get to Slower later.
Okay, hold on. I just want this to be known. Ben didn't even text me a happy birthday or anything. No. First thing he did was send me a fucking grated cheese thing and just went off on me. I'm like, dude, holy fuck.
Okay, I need you both to be completely honest with me. You know both of you damn well if the roles were reversed and it was my birthday and Atlanta lost like that, you both would have done that too.
I barely text you.
It doesn't mean okay. And when Atlanta loses, you be sure to text me then.
Anyways, there's a recap we got to get to, and it started with the Thursday night game, the Ravens going up against the Miami Dolphins. Ravens easily winning this one. Dolphins move on from their GM, but have made it clear that Mike McDaniel will make it to the end of this regular season.
He has to have some blackmail. He has to have something. He has to have something on the owner.
Why?
Like,
you know what this does for me? This gives me the fear that Brian Dable is also very much in tune to stay for the whole year. All right, well, moving into my game, I mean, it wasn't really much of a shocker of a game. The biggest thing that pisses me off, though, is if you had told me at the beginning of the season that the reason the Giants suck is because of their defense, I just wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you because the defense was the only fucking good thing about this team. So
especially if we told you that Dart is starting.
Right?
Rookie starting.
And do you know Dart? I saw this. This is kind of a stupid stat because it really doesn't like actually make sense. It doesn't show. But Dart started in week 4.
3 or
so
4 roughly, yeah.
With what he's done in the amount of games that he's played, his pace for 17 games right now is just under 5,000 yards, 51 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. And we still somehow suck.
That's actually fucking wild. Okay, well, at least, I mean, we'll get to my game eventually, but at least you can confident that you have a franchise quarterback. That's all I got to give you as far as positivity, but you got a quarterback. That's arguably the hardest thing to find.
I would have been so happy if you had said that in the offseason. But now, like...
now you don't care.
Apparently it doesn't fucking matter. Well, we move on from my game to Benjamin. Now, I will say this, Ben. You should at least be happy about the fact that we thought you were going to get blown out by the Patriots.
Oh, easily thought. And it looked like it too. It was 21-7 at one point. So, but stop me if you heard this season, Atlanta cuts a kicker because they made one. Granted, it's
kind of a big mistake.
An extra point. It's a mistake, but like
one mistake. Like Romo did not deserve it. Koo kind of deserved it because he was starting to fall off a little bit. Romo didn't deserve it.
Koo, I think, still was a little too early because it was like after week 1. That was kind of like, I think if he like made no kicks the entire game,
like with the Giants kicker where he missed multiple ones, including the game winner.
But like this is like he was doing well. But, you know, let's not blame, you know, the defense for not being able to stop Hunter Henry. I mean, I know Drake May is still great, but like you don't stop Hunter Henry for going off. You don't stop Stephon Diggs. Like maybe point that finger, but
the Chargers went on to beat the Titans 27-20. Not too much of a surprise, although the Titans were ahead for most of this game, but I mean, it ended exactly how you'd expect it to. Bears and the Bengals was the game of the fucking year, and I am so glad that I watched the end of this game.
That was a game.
Bears were up by like 2 scores with like a minute 30 left. Bengals miraculously come back, take the lead with like less than a minute, a little less than a minute, and Colson Loveland takes an absolute hit and just bounces off of it and goes the rest of the 50 some odd yards that it was for the game-winning touchdown. It was a ridiculous game to watch. Bears almost choke away another one, somehow come out with the win. They look somewhat like a good team, but I know Slower's got something on the Bengals here.
You know, I'm not gonna congratulate the Bears for almost blowing a 2-score lead here, but I will say that I called something about week 2 where I said, you know what, Joe Burrow's kind of injured. Maybe he should just not be on the top 5. Joe Flacco, last 4 games, 18 points. Granted, he was there for 3 days. 33 points against the Steelers, 38 against the Jets, and 42 now against the Bears. When are we going to say that maybe Joe Burrow's just not all that if Joe Flacco can do this with his team? At what point do we say that?
I was on record in saying Joe Flacco is the greatest journeyman quarterback of all time. So him having a run like this, I feel like backs up my point more than your point.
To piggyback off of that, not many offenses have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, who can both probably go for 150 in their sleep.
I don't know what's up. I don't know what Joe Flacco, except for when he was in Indy. For whatever reason, it sucked when he was in Indy. But Cleveland for whatever reason, Joe Flacco has been like the absolute best journeyman quarterback of all time. And I think this says more about him than it does Burrow. And I'm sure every Bengal player, including Joe Flacco himself, would love Joe Burrow to come back. The Steelers went on to beat the Colts 27-20, and we got to see the Daniel Jones face again. And we're not really
I saw the video you sent me.
we're not gonna have the hot take that the Colts are frauds or anything like that. It just kind of seems obvious, but like we've been saying it for fucking weeks now. Come on. The Broncos went on to beat the Texans 18-15, bit of a weird score, and the Broncos for like the 12th time in 10 weeks, it feels like. I know that's mathematically impossible, but it feels like it. Wait until the 4th quarter to finally play like the greatest football team in the NFL. Because honestly, in my opinion, the Broncos in the 4th quarter are the best team in the NFL. They're just not for the first 3 quarters of a football game. So like, they're not the best team in the NFL, but for that last quarter, they're hard to beat. The Vikings went on to beat the Detroit Lions 27-24, kind of saved Slower from a little bit of an embarrassment here. I mean, there's still embarrassment we're about to get to, but the Vikings go on to win 27-24. JJ McCarthy looked good. Lions just kind of looked sloppy, I guess is the best way to put it, especially offensively, but I don't really know. This was kind of a weird game to judge. But Ben, do you know who did not play well enough to win last week?
Besides Atlanta, I mean,
well, and the Giants. Yeah, we'll get those out of the way so we can't say those.
Slower. Wait. I think it's a team that got a generational pass rusher that finally is not getting double teamed.
Wow, he's really milking this.
Actually, no, let's Slower go ahead.
Matt LaFleur's brother is actually Assam Sudan, and I'm pretty sure if we look through his phone, there's definitely some things we don't want to see on there that can put him in jail, and he needs to get rid of screen passes. I actually have a stat for you guys, a great stat.
Oh boy.
Ready? Yep. This is phenomenal. Jordan Love is 2nd in the NFL for throwing behind the line of scrimmage and 2nd to last in the NFL for throwing between 10 through 19 yards. I'm tired of every 3rd down, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 14 being a screen pass. It needs to stop. And at some point, and people are gonna make fun of Jordan Love for throwing a pick in triple coverage. Listen, when you guys are playing Madden and nothing is working well, what do? Just throw it up.
You just try something.
I do not fault Jordan Love for that interception.
No,
I will say this though, I felt that so hard for a guy that's so sick of his coach's play calling. I feel that so hard. Yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened. Shut up, Ben. I don't know what the hell just happened in that game, but I do want to kind of say this. I think we're kind of sleeping on the Panthers a little bit. I think the Panthers, I mean, I'm not saying we're sleeping on Bryce Young, because I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's kind of their crutch, but like the Panthers themselves have built a pretty talented roster.
I would say, and maybe this is a hot take, I think the Panthers this season are doing what I would say most people thought Atlanta would be doing. And what I mean by that is, like, they're not doing great. They're not being, like, outstanding, but they're winning games that they probably shouldn't, but they're also winning in these games that they're winning it like, yeah, they're the better team. Like, they look like the better team.
The Jaguars went on to beat the Raiders 30-29 in over. How does 30-29 in overtime happen?
The Raiders went for 2. So PKL once again cannot convert at the goal line.
You got something on the Raiders here?
Yeah, I do actually. The whole Geno Smith project is not working. They need a quarterback. They really can't draft a quarterback. There's really no good quarterbacks are coming into the draft this upcoming season.
Arch Manning.
I think they should just. I personally think they should go
for
a different project quarterback, and they should probably trade for. Well, they can't trade now, but they should have traded for Anthony Richardson.
I think that would go just as bad as every other quarterback that's been there.
I think also. Side note: I know we already talked, or no, we haven't gotten to them yet. Seattle's GM needs to be investigated by the FBI, because how is it he has traded away 2 quarterbacks that were doing really well in Seattle, and now when they got traded look like dog shit?
But yeah, Geno sucks, and I don't think Anthony Richardson would do much better. The Rams go on to beat the Saints 34-10, and not a single person cared. Bills went on to beat the Chiefs 28-21, so Ben gets the challenge, and I mean,
does this just they're going to lose in the postseason?
Yeah, does this just mean they're going to lose in the postseason? Who knows?
That's kind of where my mentality is, which sucks. I want the Bills to win.
So actually, my hot take for this is actually quite the opposite of what you guys think here. The Chiefs and Bills, this will be the first and only time this season that they will verse, and that's it. They're not going to verse in the playoffs. One of them is going to be eliminated first.
Probably, and
I feel like I'm
leaning towards it being Kansas City, because Kansas City has a rough road to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, especially with how.
So they might end up in there as the 7 seed. Like if Buffalo ends up the 2, they play first round.
I think it depends on their matchup against Denver.
Yeah, they beat Denver twice. They're fine. So the Seahawks went on to beat the Commanders 38-14. And I mean, like I was just saying, Sam Darnold, I don't know what he ate when he left the Jets in Carolina, but he's just been a good quarterback ever since, with Minnesota and now Seattle. It wasn't like unless both systems are that good. Sam Darnold is just that good. I don't really know what to tell you.
Sadly, I'm going to say this because I wish it was my team. I don't think it's going to be. I think the Seahawks are going to be the number 1 seed
in the NFC.
Yeah, no, Ben, in the AFC.
I was gonna say, what do you fucking mean in the NFC?
Yeah, so
Sam Darnold's playing lights out.
I disagree. I disagree.
The only Tampa and Philly are the only ones that I'll see like going ahead of them, and Philly more so than Tampa. The problem is Philly has an easy road. Their division is ass. Everybody in their division, Philly can wipe the floor with. Seattle, on the other hand, could struggle with the Rams. Arizona. Could struggle with San Francisco. And they might even struggle with Arizona depending on the day with Arizona. But the Eagles aren't going to struggle with anyone in the division going forward. And
the Bucs aren't.
Yeah. And then we finished out week 9 with the Cardinals going on to beat the Dallas Cowboys 27-17. And thank you to George Pickens and Marvin Harrison for giving me 30 points and my 2nd straight fantasy football win. I'm on a win streak now, Ben, and I talked a lot of shit at work today. I'm sure you saw the text conversation, but
yeah, I also love how I was thrown on the bus because I didn't put in Mahomes, and I'm like, I've given up.
You not putting in Herbert over Mahomes was kind of a dumb move, but
I also thought, to be fair, even though I picked the Bills, I thought Mahomes would at least do better than 10 points. My entire team's ass.
All right, but that does it for the week 9 recap. Ben did get those 2 points on me, so it is back to a 7-point lead. I don't know what the exact score is, but it's up above us right now. And yeah, Slower, anything you want to say about this Packers-Eagles game before we do our own picks?
I'm telling you right now, we are going to win against good teams and do bad against bad teams. We're going to blow out the Eagles probably. I'm probably gonna say like 35-20, and then when it comes to Giants, we're gonna fucking like lose to the Giants. It's just gonna happen. I'm prepared for it. I'm mentally prepared in 2 weeks for Nick to talk the most shit possible.
I can't wait. I forgot we play the Packers coming up.
And here's the thing: when that happens, I'm just gonna mute my mic because there's nothing I'll have to say if that happens.
Yep.
I don't have to sit back.
Well, let's get to our picks. Slower. Appreciate you hopping in. We'll catch you.
Of course, thank you. See you.
That was Slower. That was fun. But it's time to get to our predictions. And by the way, I have a surprise for you at the end of this episode. We'll get to that. But before we get to that, let's get into our week 10 predictions. Boom, they're up on the screen right now for you guys to take a look at. We have 3 differs this week, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not too confident in any of them, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot anyway because, you know, I got to come back a little bit in this thing. And it starts with my game of the week, the Giants going up against the Bears. Shout out to my mom. Love you, Mom. And you're going to love this, that I'm picking the Bears in this one. I mean, we both are. It's just,
Bears.
I can't. As long as Brian Daboll is the head coach of this football team, I can't trust them to win a game.
I don't really. I would say literally if you had, I wouldn't say any other coach. The games that you've lost.
If we had Mike McDaniel as our head coach, I would feel slightly more confident that we could win this game.
You know what? I can't disagree with you on that one.
That's the point we're at right now.
If
you give me a Madden playbook and put me on the sideline with just a bunch of pictures and I'm just yelling out Tampa 2, like I would do a better job than Brian Daboll, I feel like. We're moving on. We're not talking about this.
We'll move on before Nick.
Shout out to my mom. Bears are winning this one. I know she watches. So, well, on to your sadness. You're about to lose to Danny Dimes. What do you have to say about it?
We are. Hell yeah, we are. No, we're not losing to Danny Dimes. We're losing to Jonathan Taylor. Because this is the second.
Jonathan, if you have Jonathan Taylor on your fantasy team, you're welcome.
Going
like you're going off.
I actually do I play someone that I'm playing someone that has Jonathan Taylor.
Open up some DraftKings. Put some parlays on Jonathan Taylor overs.
Okay, I'm not versing Jonathan Taylor this week. Okay.
No, that was last week for you, actually, when they lost.
Last week.
Yeah, you had every chance to win. You beat the #1 team who's on an 8-game winning streak, and you played Patrick Mahomes going against the Bills over Justin Herbert going against the fucking Raider or whoever the fuck, Titans.
You know what?
And this is why you're a Falcons fan and why they're about to get rocked by the Colts.
I will say this. I feel the same way as I did with the Niners, where I think they have a puncher's chance. And once again, it is not because of their quarterback. It's like offensively, we have talent. It's just,
yeah. And
defensively, we're solid. It's just that, like I said,
well,
I don't even know if I want a quarterback in the draft.
We move on
I don't even know anymore.
To the game of the week. It is the Patriots going up against the Buccaneers. This is actually a differ that we have this week. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Ben with the New England Patriots. My kind of like leading theory going into this, I mean, the Bucs are home, A. B, they do have a little bit of injuries on this team, but I just feel like still the Bucs are a little bit more of a complete team, whereas the Patriots are, yes, they're on a rise right now, but you did almost just blow under the Falcons. Like the Bucs would never.
Ironically, the Bucs almost blew week 1 against the Falcons.
Week 1, come on.
I think that's honestly the reason why I'm picking the Patriots is because the Bucs have more injuries on them. I don't even know if Godwin's back. I know Evans is basically done for most of the year, if not all.
But as long as Emeka Buka, I'm saying his name wrong, but as long as he's healthy, they're fine.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, plus like
they're fine.
Let's be honest with ourselves here. I know
and I think they get Bucky Irving back this week.
I think he is back. Yeah, so like you're getting some players back, and like let's not. I mean, I know we were glazing Drake May for a while, but let's not deny the fact that Baker is definitely the better quarterback between the two.
For right now,
I think. For right now, I just think the injuries that the Bucs have, they're getting some players back. I think that is the one reason why they might lose this, but it's going to be a very close game.
And finishing it out, we have our challenge game of the week. It was between either the Vikings-Ravens game or the Steelers-Chargers. We decided to go Steelers-Chargers just because I feel like it's a little bit better of a game. The Steelers coming off a big win against the top team in the AFC, the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they managed to shut down that offense. You just have to have a decent defense to do that to Daniel Jones, really. With, I mean, the Steelers offense looks good. We hated on Aaron Rodgers in the beginning of the season as like an old man, should have retired, you know, drug out this whole thing just to go to the Steelers. It's kind of working with the Steelers. Like, he's doing pretty well.
And he's not like MVP or anything, but he's not losing them games.
That being said, though, the Chargers are in a position in this AFC West where this is essentially a must-win for them, because I don't think the Chargers stand up very well with the Broncos or the Chiefs. These are the games they're going to have to win because they already have that lead on the Chiefs. So, I feel like this is more of a must-win for the Chargers than it is the Steelers. Kind of leaning Chargers in this one. I think they're just going to come out a little bit more heavy in this one. And again, they're home. I know that doesn't matter for LA teams, but they're home. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Chargers on this one. It was just my gut feeling. This really is a 50-50 game for me.
I'm believing more in the Steelers, and I think the Chargers are going to struggle just because they're possibly without Joe Alt, who's like basically like an all-pro left tackle. Like, he's like the cornerstone of your offensive line. You lose that, you're going to struggle. That's why I'm leaning more towards the Steelers on this one. But I also think even if he was healthy and if he was starting and like if he was playing, I still would lean towards the Steelers just because I think, like we always say, the Chargers are going to Charger. I think this is like a game where like the Chargers lose just because they kind of throw the game away, even if Herbert has a great game.
Right. I mean, yeah, this is a 50-50 game. There really wasn't much for me to think about. Rounding out week 10, starts with the Thursday night game tonight for you guys. The Broncos going up against the Raiders. Don't really think that's too interesting of a game anyways. The Browns going up against the Jets is our shitter of the week. The Jags going up against the Texans this week. That one could be more 50-50. The Texans, CJ Stroud got hurt, though.
These are weird.
The CJ Stroud might be hurt, so I don't really know. I don't know. The Bills going up against the Dolphins should be an easy win for the Bills. As we said, the Vikings Ravens was our other differ this week. Ben has the Ravens. I have the Vikings. We'll see how that one turns out. I mean, it really just depends on what team shows up for each side. Panthers going up against the Saints. Should be an easier win for the Panthers there, who are starting to look a lot better. Seahawks going up against the Cardinals. Seahawks should win that one. Lions going up against the Commies after Jaden Daniels goes down with a ugly dislocated elbow. Because there was no reason Jaden should have even been on the field when that happened.
He also shouldn't have. I feel like shouldn't even have played this game anyway. He was already hurt heading into the game.
So the Lions should win that game pretty easily. Pretty good matchup here. Could have easily contended for game of the week. The Rams going up against the 49ers. It's very important of a game too, because both of these teams fighting to catch up with Seattle. So they got to win to stay with them, because the Cardinals probably won't put up a fight against Seattle this week. So, and then finishing out the week, as Slower was mentioning earlier, the Packers should obviously blow out the Eagles, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't quite think so, as you could probably see down below. But that is it for Nick's Picks Week 10. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you're commenting down below to enter into our giveaway. We're giving away a mystery Japanese Pokemon slab to somebody in the comments as soon as we hit 500 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, get down into the comments, and we will see you guys next Thursday in Week 11. All right. Well, we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Have a great one. Peace. All right, well, yes, it's time, and I have a surprise for you, so hang on just 1 second. Aha, Ben, you can't see it right now, but the people can see my phone. Hey, what's up, guys? We have my phone camera out right now, our recording studio, everything going on right here, and we're going to be opening a pack today, and because it's been kind of rough over the last couple of days with recording these things, and we typically open a Japanese pack to do these things, we're going to open English today.
Ooh, let's go.
And Ben, we're gonna hopefully witness an Umbreon pull. I would love nothing more than to catch an Umbreon pull for Nick's Picks. That would be absolutely clean. So you guys will be able to see the cards a lot better. I will show you the cards as well too, Ben. Maybe not like all the bulk, because I'm sure you don't really care about the bulk.
The hollows at least.
But yeah, once we get to the hollows.
Why don't you get a God pack right now? I'm gonna walk out. If you get a God pack,
all right. I haven't looked. Like so far, it's still upside down. I haven't looked at the top card yet. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is, if anybody should want the code card for this, boom, there you go. Scan it now. All right. I'm gonna close my eyes. Ben, do I have a God pack?
No.
Okay. Do not.
Unless you would believe me for even a second. No, you
No.
don't.
All right. No God pack. All right. We first of all, people, for those of you who don't know, you would know if you had a God pack. The very first card would be an Eevee. Oop, and I just pulled the energy out from the back, so might as well put it to the front. It is a water energy, and let's go. All right, once we get to the reverse hollows, I'm gonna flip it back and forth between both cameras. Hey, we got an Eevee. Oh, so you're not missing anything, Ben. The Slowpoke, Hippopotas, Eevee. We got a Spritzy. We got an Executor. We have a Binding Mochi. We have a Rescue Board. All right, I think we're about to hit our hollows. All right, yep, our first. Oh, no, actually, we got a Pokeball. Our first reverse hollow is a Pokeball Dusknor. I will take that. Pokeball Dusknor. So that's technically a hit. So, hey, we'll take that. We got something today. Our second is a Larvitar, and I'm actually going to let Ben see this one first. Oh, nothing. A Roaring Moon to finish it out. But hey, we got a Pokeball. We hit something. We did something in this stream, all right? Pulling up the camera, and we have English packs for once. But you guys could win a Japanese Pokemon slab if you just get into the comments and subscribe. Ben, send us out of here.
I'll just say, if you want, I actually do have a Japanese pack. I have two Inferno X. Is it my turn to open to end the video?
I mean, sure. If you want to open one real quick, end the video, pull the Charizard real quick.
I pulled this fucking Charizard.
All right, Piplup.
No idea who that one is.
Yeah, couldn't even tell you.
It's cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Darmuka. Oh shit. Okay. Dude, that looked way cooler at first than I thought it was. Hey, Sharpedo, Mega Sharpedo.
Got a hit. I'll take that.
I'll take it. All right.
Bye guys. I got nothing else. I'm not gonna surprise I got a hit.